Your letter, sir, has found me. My. Such a gauntlet thrown.
There'll be worse slurs against me. Accusations of heresy, witchery, and practicing magical incantations. And if I am to be, as history will tell, a woman to stand up to trial and interrogation by those monsters of the Inquisition, and survive without a lawyer, defend myself alone, senza nemmeno un avvocato, and win my case. Don't foresee me backing down from a parry with you. Bravo, signor. Now that I realize which one of the illustrious clan you truly are. Oh, I hope your brother Marco, my supporter, my lover, my friend, will forgive my terrible mistake in attributing to him these vicious verses, when it is you, Mafio Venier, who are the author responsible for this ugliness. I am curious, though, is it for jealousy of your brother, or for the gracious favors bestowed upon me by your uncle, Domenico Vernier? You write of me, un vero unica puttana. You think that's clever because my name is Veronica. Your pun, Mafio, is limp. And is it even apt? I mean, can a thing rightly called unique be counted, however meant, as a slur? Better understanding of the word knows that it expresses high regard. It denotes praise. I can't speak for what dictionary you follow. For my efforts at learning and writing and acclaim, it seems that your contempt is my due. My fellow scribe, we have both sought similar patronage. Why then by you should I be ridiculed, denounced, satirized? What kind of threat to your male privilege do you see posed by my feminine pen? For which flaws that you disown am I made the scapegoat? You think to raise yourself by debasing me? Oh, we both could put talents to better use. And such a paltry feud. Call me chaos, contagion. There are worse infections. Malice, cowardice. Need a looking glass. Your attack of me, is it just, this cruelty? Is it warranted? Such vitriol, this disgusting rebuke. I will not play conciliatory Magdalene to your judge and jury. The rot of your words I choose to alchemize to higher design, with nobler purpose to fire and steel and forge a tempering and bring about some good. I'd rather apply arts to gentler aims, skills long practiced, songs, sonnets, harpsichord, the lute, dancing, terza rima poetry, charmed with intent to woo and be won. It's not my preferred mode of upper hand to wound with words, but as no other, courtier or king has ever rushed to my defense. Rather, with my own blade in hand, I've seen the necessity of honing a warrior's skills myself. Well, you imagine it slight risk to ride into the field, to joust with a woman. Put me to the test. Be mindful. Arm yourself. Your survival is at stake. So be it. I'll duel you. With writing. There'll be nowhere for you to run from me. I am prepared for any test of skill to start the fight. And for the historical record, I stand with my kind. We unapologetic, wayward wantons. Ah, my sisters of the future, I'm there with you, in your time, where I see you as I was, eager, open book, hungry for experience, sensation, curious, ambitious, ready to be made use of and to use. And one like me, drawn to brainy men? Why not? But turn around, look back, see my state. My father dying young meant there was no dowry, let alone means for an education, unschooled, lacking the training afforded to 3 tutored brothers. But never mind, there is a way to turn need into a gift. If fates had otherwise decreed, it would have been my deepest joy to spend all my days in the academies of virtuous men. Even in a republic as repressive as Venezia, a determined girl can find ways to educate herself. But between you and me, I had to hide my books. Let me be more clear. My mother, God bless her, Paula Fracassa, somehow had managed to cobble together a dowry for me. But that brief early marriage of mine to a doctor didn't work out. We asked for the dowry back. To be defined by that one man's aura? Not me. There had to be more inspiring others to emulate, wilder hearts and wider minds round which to wrap my soul. Now, how to survive? Could certain guidance from a mother versed in her trade benefit a girl, set her on a worthwhile path? Yes, Paula arms her mutable daughter with what she'll need to make her way in the world's oldest profession. I don't fool myself. I know of all unholy mischance in the world to be endured. Handing oneself over as this kind of prey amounts to a theft of body and soul. And though I fought to reclaim them both through the act of writing, let's just say that I don't get to die in the arms of a beloved. You may guess that I ended my days in far worse circumstances than in the lavish salons and villas and company I once had known. Oh, I dissuaded many a naive mother from handing her daughter over to a fate more likely to bring suffering and grief than benefit. Well, unfortunate, impoverished mothers are known to sell their daughters' innocent virginity. Imagine yourself such a daughter. Straddle time, come back into mine. Transposed in the fixed cross of this time, you are taught only to deny, to suppress, and to obey by the strictures imposed in 16th century Italy. devoted citizen of La Serenissima, you are all too aware of the irony that here, in our Queen of the Seas, our paradise on earth, whose central icon had morphed from that of the Holy Madonna to the goddess Venus Anno Duiomine, yet here, in this beloved city, the men continue to pass law after law, prohibiting our movements, laws which pertain to patrician and married women as well, but for we cortigiani are much stricter. We're not supposed to be allowed to wear clothes of silk or to put on any part of our person gold, silver, precious, or even fake jewels, and especially pearls. Furthermore, prostitutes and courtesans are forbidden from entering churches during Mass or celebrations. They must remain apart from and not give offense to decent people. You may note that in the portrait Tintoretto painted of me, I am wearing pearls. Our standing as women has always been prohibitive. It's forced us to create our own ways of seeing and being in the world. We craft our own paths. I gave birth to 6 children, none by a husband. Each was fathered by a different man. 3 died as babes. I wrote my first will at 18. A woman might always die giving birth. For most of my life, I supported myself, a large household of children, not only my own, my brothers as well, and servants and tutors. But there was a terrible theft. And Venice, during those years of the plague, when we were forced to flee, leaving home and belongings alone behind, was a dangerous place to be. We were supposed to be silent. I was not. I built a reputation for myself in literary circles, dependent on the assistance of learned and well-placed men. My daring to pursue an intellectual life, and not the confines of domesticity, made me to some a pariah. True, desiring to earn rightful dignity, I sought recognition and approval from the loftiest of men. Company where one might dream oneself growing bigger through conversation, language, poetry, discussion of philosophies and mysteries, and the wrangling of 1,001 things. Some few were more keen than others to take in hand and exalt this imperfect rose, one so high. On a royal visit to Venice, he found me. How such a man as that French king, son of Caterina de' Medici, Henry III, should have found me, sought me out, is a mystery history will not be able to say. I love men. That's why I expect the best from them, as I do from myself. An honest courtesan falls in love just as deeply as any woman may. Requited, she mounts to a goddess rank. Desire unfulfilled, she still may pride herself on transforming mad love into friendship. But to boldly celebrate the erotic. In a world where chastity is thought to be the highest thing a woman might set herself upon, makes one like myself a walking contradiction, easy target for hypocrites. O heaven and men of earth, forbid the threat of unrestrained female sexuality.